Good morning, everyone. uh, Anyways, I want to leave off from the story that we had before. As I did walk her down to my bedroom, we're laying there on my bed, and we're doing our thing. I'm sorry, I can't do this. I gotta go take a shower. Alright, so I do throw her on my bed. We're all sandy from the beach, so I decided to take a shower. I didn't want sand on my bed, so I go into my shower and I close the door behind me, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is so exciting. I'm gonna get laid. This is great. I'm all happy. I step outside my door. I'm looking at her, and she's all ready for me. Like, she's laying, she's being all seductive for me. You know, we start making out again. We're doing all this tumbling and rolling around, and she knew that I've never had sex before, and she knew I was a virgin. She just stares at me and just stops, and she's just like, listen, let's not do it now. And the other reason is because I did not have condoms on me at that point. I know it's fucking stupid, but I just thought, you know what, fuck it. I didn't even know I was gonna get a girl this far to my bedroom. That was part of the reason why she denied me right there. I don't know what the reason was, whether or not she was on a period, whether or not she needed a drink in her, whether or not she didn't like me, which I don't know how that works, if she liked me an hour prior to that. So whatever the reason was, why she denied me, I have no idea. She said, let's wait a week and let's just do it at her cabin, which is up north. Now, a little backstory on this girl. She's a country girl, and she has a cabin up north with a cool ass grandma that owns it. Has a boat, jet skis, Mercedes, all the shebang. Remember all that because I got to drive everything. It was amazing. So I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'll wait till a week, no problem. I respected that. I'm not gonna try to go for like even more in my bedroom, even though I have her here in my house. So this whole week, as it's driving up to that, I'm getting all excited because I'm so excited this is gonna happen. Yeah. Where her cabin is up north, like I said, her grandmother owns it, and I have a cabin right across the lake from her. How it's set up is like literally all I need to do is kayak over there, and then I'd be to her cabin. To describe her grandmother, cool ass grandma. The first night that I'm up there, introduced to my parents, and keep again in mind this was the 4th of July week, 2013, where it was really warm that year. Everything's doing like a little meet and greet bullshit. Also, brought up a friend with her that week, which I wasn't really sure what to think about that. Okay, was this friend supposed to have a threesome with me? I mean, because I'm expecting like, okay, she wants to have sex with me this week, and she even told me that. So I'm thinking, why is your friend up here with? I'm at my cousin's house, we're doing a little meet and greet, everyone's getting to know each other, and then all of a sudden she gets a text from John. And I'm like, fuck, John. To describe who John is, he's a kid about the same age as me, a little bit younger, straight edge as you can be, straight edge as can be. I cannot stress that enough. If you can think about the most straight edge kid, he is that. Christian boy, all that. He looks just like me, except more blonde hair. Same height, same everything. So I'm thinking, oh, fuck, man. So he comes up there that weekend as well, and getting all excited for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck? She hasn't been this excited since a week ago for when we were gonna do stuff. And I was like,
about a week ago. Fuck with us and then we tweaking.
Fuck. So I'm getting a little jealous inside because I wasn't sure what to think. I was gonna think, okay, is she gonna try to go for John or is she gonna try to go for me? I follow her downstairs, and actually John's cabin was right next to my cousin's. You know, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? John's saying, oh, hey, I haven't seen you in such a long time. Oh, I haven't seen you such a long time, like touching her arm and touching her side. You know, I'm talking like, you know, just like a gentle brush. I'm like, what the fuck? This dude's trying to steal this girl from me. And I'm like, oh, fuck. As that day goes on, I'm getting more jealous because I'm like, oh, fuck, man, I really wanted to go with this girl. I'm starting to think that now she was my plan B. I'm thinking that I'm her fucking plan B. Have a good time, have a good time, have a good time, have a good time. I'm trying not to think about it. And so that night went on, and I ended up kicking it with her friend later that night, and I'm cuddling with her, and we go skinny dipping and whatnot. I'm still having a good time, don't get me wrong. And we're drinking and smoking weed as well, but keep in mind, this kid is not for that. So, I mean, I still had time for me and her friend. So the next day happens. Again, this is the 4th of July week, not weekend, so there's still some days going on. And we're driving her boat. Her grandmother's letting us drive the boat, and her top flies off, you know, having all good time. The lake is it's a small, centralized lake, and there's not a lot of police to even regulate any of it. You know, we're driving the boat, we're having a good time still, and I'm having a blast. I'm not even thinking about having sex. Now I'm just thinking, well, fuck it. I mean, at this point, I'm just having fun just doing this shit. I'm having fun with the grandma's toys. Let's just leave it at that, right?
Fuck no.
But I still want to have sex and I'm still jealous. So eventually another day passes and I kayak over across the lake. It was like the 2nd of July now. 2 more days till July 4th. Her cousin comes up and he's a major pothead. He knew me from even the smoking pot video. I mean, I hung out with him. Yeah, he was one of my really good buddies and I knew his family very well up to that point, other than the grandmother, and he wanted to get some pot. And so we tell her grandma, we're like, yeah, we're gonna go into town right now, we're gonna take my car and we're just gonna try to find people who sells pot up here. I have her cousin with me and I have her friend with me, and we're all yelling out the window to all these people in this small town. Hey, do you sell pot? Hey, do you know anyone that sells pot around here? You guys know anyone that sells pot around here? We even went to a McDonald's and we asked the cashier if she knew anyone that sold pot. Of course, no one fucking sells pot. And of course, no one's gonna be like, yeah, I smell you. What do you want, man? I'm like, come on, that's fucking is stupid. And so we went back to her cabin, you know. The grandma asked, she says, did you guys find anyone that sold pot? And then I said, no, unfortunately, we did not. She's like, all right, how much do you guys need? And I'm looking at Brian, who is cousin, and I'm looking at her friend, and I'm just like, what'd she just say? And she's like, yeah, how much do you guys need? Like, how much is an ounce? Is an ounce enough? And I'm just looking at like,
The fuck?
the fuck? And she's just like, yeah, I'll buy it. How much do you need? $800 here. She slaps down a whole bunch of hundreds on the table, and she's like, how about I just go back into town and I'll go get some from Kyle. Keep in mind, this whole family of related, they all somewhat sell something, so she was just gonna go and get some from her nephew. So I'm just like, okay, cool. She's gonna go into town. She's gonna go buy an ounce of fucking weed. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. You know what? She goes back into town. I go back to my family. I'm still having fun. At that point, I mean, I just went home for that night. Grandma comes up the next day. This is the 3rd of July, and she brings a whole jar fucking full of weed. It's gotta be, the jar of weed has to be that big, all stacked to the brim. And when I saw it, I just looked at them and I'm like, damn! What the fuck? I have never seen so much weed up to my point of my life until then. I mean, I have now, but at that point, I'm just like, what? This grandma is fucking cool, man. And not only that, she bought us all beer. Corona, got Bacardi for, and we're just having a good time and having a blast. And we decided to go back on the boat and have some more fun. I mean, it was one of the best times of my life. But still in the back of my head, I'm thinking, when am I going to get laid? Didn't she want to have sex with me? Is John still part of the story? What is going on? You know, we ended up smoking some of that pot that her grandma gave us, and I'm in the kitchen getting some food because I'm getting the munchies, I'm hungry, and she comes up to me all seductively and she's just like, she starts rubbing up on me, and I'm just like, because when I smoked, I got very nervous and I got very like, not even myself. I started overthinking things. I sit down, I'm just like freaking out. And I used to get panic attacks a lot when I smoked, which is why I don't do it anymore. I'm sitting down and I'm just like, how am I gonna have sex right now with the grandma out on her porch? I'm just like, is this family kind of fucked up like that? It's at that point, I think I realized in her eyes that she friend zoned me while she was high, because when I looked at her in her eyes, I will not forget that. She kind of looked at me like a fucking brother would, and I'm just, oh man, I'm thinking to myself, I'm having a panic attack at the same time. I'm just like, oh fuck, I just got friend zoned. How is this possible? How did I go from a girl that I did not like, get her on my bed, get her to like me, get her to want to have sex with me? How did I do that all within 2 weeks of her denying me and get friend zoned? I think I took the biggest fucking L of my life. I knew that at that point I was not gonna get laid. I knew that at that point this girl is a lost cause. I'm not gonna have sex with her. No problem. I'm still having a good time. I just want to focus on living for the moment, trying to focus on not dying right now, and trying to focus on being happy at the same time. And when a guy gets denied from having sex and going from a fucking having sex to getting friend zoned, that's like ripping a fucking heart out, man. It is so sad. One of the best times of my life and one of the worst at the same time. I don't even know how to fucking describe that. Basically, the 4th of July happens. She's hanging out with John now. John takes over, and you know what? I'm just sitting by the fire, sitting next to friend, and I'm feeling very fucking depressed. I'm feeling so sad right now because first off, this girl just friend-zoned me. Second off, this girl is now going for another guy who I was jealous of, right? You know what? That was that. I mean, I'm talking to her friend, but her friend had a boyfriend in the Navy at that time, and I wanted to respect that, but I wasn't feeling it. I really was not. And so that whole week, it was just a fucking roller coaster ride. Boom, up and down. And I never did lose my virginity with that girl. Son of a bitch! Literally, actually it was a year later I would lose my virginity with another girl. My moral of the story here is, if you're gonna make a move on a girl, and if you don't know what you're doing, if everything's going well in life, do it right there, do it now, otherwise you'll lose your fucking opportunity. You only have one shot. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Just like the just like the Eminem song, you only have one shot, okay? You gotta take it. Do not miss your chance to blow. Same with anything in life. I realized that, and I look back on that. You have one shot to take it, and there's some guy that's gonna try to take it from you. Nah, you fucking beat that. Boom! And you go for it yourself. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead. All you need to do is hit the like button, and it'll support me. My name is Mitch. Mitch5401 in the URL. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your lives.